Michigan Plumbing
is there when you need us with 24/7 service. If you have a drain problem, call 322-2994 and look for the yellow truck. That's Michigan Plumbing.
will exceed your expectations.
Kroger always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Michigan Plumbing.
With 24/7 service and never a service charge. Have a drain problem? Call Michigan Plumbing at 322-2994 and look for the yellow truck. That's Michigan Plumbing.
Will exceed your expectations.
Thanks for watching 6 News on WLNS. Here for you.
And now, 6 News proudly presents Remarkable Women.
Hello and welcome to one of our favorite specials of the year. You know, we usually tackle some pretty tough topics, but this one is fun. A celebration of some of the women who make Mid-Michigan a better and brighter place to be. And it's not an easy task. That's because we have to sort through more than 100 nominations from people just like you. And then we narrow down that list to 4 remarkable women each year. This year, we're going to start our special with a Renaissance woman. There's a variety of things that Dr. Rachel Harshbarger does to make her remarkable. So we asked our Jorma Duran to sit down with her, and he learned her loving care is not only felt right here in Mid-Michigan, but around the world.
Hi, let me see. It's okay, buddy.
Dr. Rachel Harshbarger is quite simply an overachiever. Friends and family say that's always been the case, especially when it comes to caring for animals.
As early as I can remember, I would always bring home any animal I could find, including when, like a little mouse, I took to school and was dropper feeding it milk.
Harshbarger knew at 6 years old she wanted to be a veterinarian, and then at 13 watched a National Geographic show about Kenya and vowed to visit one day. She got her chance as an undergraduate at MSU, taking part in a study abroad program there focused on wildlife management and medicine, and fell in love with helping the Maasai tribal people and their sheep, goats, and cattle that are used as a form of currency.
Treat the sick animals and help teach the locals about their native diseases and how those occur. Sometimes they may think it's from the water when it's actually from a tick.
Her yearly trips to Africa brought to light something else she wanted to change in the world, and that being making sure girls there get an education. A mission that's led to her sponsoring many young women over the past 2 decades who now have college degrees.
I think it's really important to support girls to go to school around the world. Obviously boys need help too, but a lot of times girls aren't sent to school when the boys are. So I like to help support girls' education around the world.
But it's not just Africa, it's wherever there's a need. Harshbarger was heartbroken when Russia invaded Ukraine, and off she went.
If we each do our own little part, then we can help make a small difference. So I found a dog rescue in Romania, which is next door to Ukraine, and they were doing work at the border.
Work that involved helping animals who were brought there from displaced Ukrainians escaping the new war. She then took it a step further and risked her own life by entering the country that was being attacked.
We also delivered dog food up into Ukraine because there's a lot of street dogs and people in need, and you know, a lot of the focus is on, of course, what people need, and so the dogs also needed help, so we just delivered dog food up there.
When she's not making a difference overseas, she's teaching the tenets of Taekwondo.
This is when I was teaching girls self-defense and street clothes.
Harshbarger is a black belt and master instructor and has helped hundreds of people of all ages and skill levels over the past few decades improve both their physical and mental health.
We work a lot with kids that have ADHD or maybe people with autism. It really helps get them, it's a family environment where they get new friends and learn new skills and really boost their self-esteem.
A positive impact Harshbarger tries to make every single day.
So we're going to do acupuncture. She's got arthritis.
Whether it's people, pets, or wild animals, and the biggest reason why she's so remarkable.
Definitely. And many of the women we've honored over the years are people whose fervor to help the community stems from the challenges they've overcome in their own lives. And that's true of our next remarkable woman. Priscilla Bordeo is an advocate for survivors because she is one. She's always looking for ways she can help with healing. Working with multiple organizations, Bordeo changes people's lives, both on the personal level and at the legislative one. Rachel Ramsey is here for you now with more on a woman who is remarkable both figuratively and literally.
Priscilla Bordeo is no stranger to the word remarkable.
I lead a nonprofit called Remarkable.
So finding out she was one of 6 News' remarkable women instantly made her think of those she helps.
Mentoring and discipleship is really, really important to me. So I was just excited for the opportunities for the nonprofit, but also just excited because it just felt like all the hard work is paying off.
Bordeo's nonprofit, Through Rivers of Life Church, focuses on helping young adults with their identity, purpose, and character. And they use the word remarkable as a reminder.
The RE is we all get a redo. The mark is we're all marked with a purpose, and then the able is I believe we're all able to reach that mark. We just can't do it alone.
She is also the worship and events director at the church, but that is just the tip of the iceberg for what she does for the community. During her time with Ending Violent Encounters, she stood by rape victims as they got their rape tests done. Many times she wasn't getting paid, but she was doing it out of passion. A survivor herself, Bordeo says her goal is to help victims of sexual crimes get out of a negative mindset.
I'm a victim of being abused by my father, and my story is one of the power of forgiveness, the power of restoration, and being able to reach your full potential no matter what has happened to you.
As she heals her own generational trauma, she is working to help others. And her work continues as statewide manager for the group Crime Survivors for Safety and Justice.
I just really, really believe that we have to help others get out of the victim mindset in order to reach their full potential. That's a very difficult thing to do. It's to get unstuck. And so that's like my life mission.
In her time there, she's been able to make an impact on legislation, being part of the Clean Slate Bill and the Safer Michigan Act.
We don't want legislators creating laws without including our voices. We were able to change the time limits of when people can report and how much money they could have access to, and making sure that people are educated that it even exists.
Governor Gretchen Whitmer recognized Bordeo's work, honoring her with a 2020-2021 Service Award. And she uses her motto, hurt people, but healed people heal people, as a way to look at life.
I think that, any person that's willing to try and to heal is remarkable.
Bordeo says using social media to share her story has helped connect her with those who have gone through similar things. Along with all of her advocacy, she finds time to be on the YMCA board. And with 3 years into Crime Survivors for Safety and Justice, she says she looks forward to continuing to make change. Here for you in Lansing, Rachel Ramsey, 6 News.
When we come back, we're going to show you how the community is honoring women across mid-Michigan and introduce you to our next honoree. Stay tuned for more stories of our remarkable women.
Real person seeking a solution to a real problem.
Hi, fine, how are you?
Welcome to the Good Feet store. How can I help?
I have plantar fasciitis. My knees hurt, my hips hurt.
And then she was fit with Good Feet arch supports.
I don't feel any pain anywhere. Good. Seriously, no pain in my knees, my hips, nothing. This is amazing. I don't want to take them off. It just feels like I'm in heaven. Oh, you're a blessing in disguise.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Join 6 News for a half hour of positivity and heart with Feel Good Friday every Friday at 5:30 on WLNS.
Throughout history, we've learned stereotypes have held back the development of our society.
From Rosie the Riveter to all the hardworking women at Tripp's Collision Centers, the Tripp family proudly supports remarkable women everywhere.
Especially here at Tripp's, their willingness to learn and taking on hard work has opened the door of success and advancement.
They inspire the next generation of workers and lead us to positive change for our future.
Tripp's Collision is a proud supporter of remarkable women in our workplace and everywhere.
At Jackson Public Schools, our mission is to bring the community together and create a culture of academic excellence and workforce readiness. Middle School at Parkside offers your young learner the opportunity to thrive in state-of-the-art facilities with 21st century furniture and technology. Your student will acquire the essential academic skills needed for success. Plus, with dozens of clubs, interscholastic sports, and more, every child has the opportunity to forge their unique pathway. Explore it all at jpsk12.org. Jackson Public Schools, where community comes together.
If you thought you knew Cuomo,
I believe Governor Sununu is part of the future of this country.
it might be time for another look.
We're going to get after what matters, and we're going to hold power to account.
Surprising.
I'm surprised I agreed with the last 5 minutes of what you just said.
Free thinking.
You bring a perspective to it that nobody else would be able to.
Game changing.
You've just shown something.
The Greater Lansing area is known for the 3 C's. We're home to the capital of Michigan and the campus of Michigan State University. And with 2 GM plants in the area, we're also known for our cars. The automobile industry has long been dominated by men. But just a couple of weeks ago, dozens gathered at the Ari Olds Transportation Museum to discuss and celebrate the contributions of women to Michigan's biggest industry. The Women of GM panel showcased the progress as well as the reality of women working in auto plants today.
GM, of course, is a huge part of the Lansing community, so what better to do today but to talk about women working with GM.
When I first started at GM, there weren't a lot of women. I worked in the quality assurance, quality systems areas, and we were able to find lots and lots of women who had the interest but never had the opportunity.
The event took place on Rosie the Riveter Day, a day meant to celebrate women in manufacturing. But the women of GM weren't the only ones in the spotlight. This year, for the first time, the State of the Union and the State of the State were followed by another event, the State of Women. State Senator Sarah Anthony held the town hall to celebrate the accomplishments of women in Michigan and discuss the challenges ahead. The event happened about a week after Equal Pay Day, which is observed every year to highlight the disparity in how much women and men make for doing the same work. Anthony says while Michigan has put women into powerful positions, many women still strive to overcome barriers in the workplace.
It is a positive thing to see so many women in very powerful positions. But we just, recognize Equal Pay Day, in which there is still a significant gap between what women of all races, all parts of our community still lag behind in terms of wages. And so while we are definitely making progress, we have a ways to go.
The governor's office says women who work full-time in Michigan get paid on average 84 cents for every dollar a man makes. Well, one way for women to make as much as men is to be the boss and to literally take business into their own hands. But that can be a challenge for anyone who has a talent or skill but doesn't know how to cash in on their concept. And that's where our next remarkable woman comes in. Ray Sherman introduces us to a woman who doesn't just give women advice, she makes sure they have the funding to make their dreams come true.
We are unstoppable, is Dr. Carmen Thomas, founder and president of Transformation Gem's favorite phrase. Her nonprofit started in 2017 with a mission of helping women of color in the community start and grow their businesses. And with the help of sponsorships and community partnerships, she has given away $30,000 to women in business.
It's a lot of hard work. I'm not going to tell you it's not. You don't sleep a whole lot. But it's so gratifying when there's success stories or just to see them talk about their dreams and, these dreams that they had of starting a business and then they're doing it and they're reaching out to me. Oh my God, I just got this, or I just got off of Section 8 housing.
Thomas relates to the women she serves because she was in a similar place. She was working in real estate and accumulated $1 million in debt after what she calls a tsunami of foreclosures, and has since received the Lifetime Achievement Award from President Joe Biden and helped over 100 women start and accelerate their business.
Dr. Carmen has always been there for me for mentorship. So when she started Transformation Gem, it was like a tremendous blessing for me. The resources and collaboration she has is second to none.
She's been very influential. She's my mentor in my life with helping me get my business together, my paperwork and my documents together. Those things might seem small, but they're very important.
Our most recent success is a lady who created a housekeeping business during COVID. And she started off, she didn't even have a LLC, she was cleaning houses. And now she has over 10 clients, extremely self-sufficient over the last 2 years, and she's living her best life. She's traveling, she's doing amazing things.
Transformation Gems offers pop-ups for women to promote their businesses and monthly coaching programs where experts speak about credit and insurance. Thomas has recently won a 6-figure grant to support more women of color with programs, resources, and training to start and grow their businesses in Ingham, Eaton, and Clinton counties.
So she played a very huge role in helping me with classes and having free pop-ups where we can show our wares and introduce our products to new people. She brings in professionals to help us with our business. We have had lawyers come in, accountants come in, marketing people talk to us about building our brand.
I'm pushing myself every day as I push the ladies who come here, because I truly believe we can do anything if we put our minds to it. And my favorite phrase is, we are unstoppable.
Thomas helps women with money matters, but still believes the human capital and qualities that exist within everyone can be profitable as well. Here for Down Lansing, Ray Sherman, 6 News.
Oh, fantastic. Still to come, we're going to take a quick trip back in time and catch you up with last year's remarkable women. Stay tuned for that. We'll be right back.
The Oatzempic Challenge. Lime juice and oats? Seriously? Next in Sun Edition, the people who swear they can lose weight with the mixture of water, lime juice, and oats.
I'm already down around 8 pounds.
But does it work? Then, Total Eclipse Frenzy. Whatever happened to singer Bonnie Tyler?
Total eclipse of the heart.
Watch the next in Sun Edition.
Tonight at 7:30 on WLNS.
Weight loss resolution? MediWeight Loss is the clinically proven solution. Our medical program prioritizes safety and results. Get personalized care, FDA-approved medication, and finally, lose weight for good. MediWeightLoss.com.
At Clinton Transit, we believe it's more than just a ride. It's doors opened and appointments made. It's errands conquered, new jobs started, and friends reunited. It's all the wonderful connections we help make possible. We're the Blue Bus, keeping people connected. Learn more at mybluebus.com.
Are you looking for a financial institution that knows you as a member and not as a number? Look no further. Case Credit Union is a community-focused credit union that cares about the success of our members and the health of our community. From 24/7 online banking to products and features that are designed for real people. Visit kcu.org/join Case today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Whether it's sunny, snowy, or everything in between, the Storm Tracker 6 weather app has you covered. Download it today.
I've lost over 70 pounds with MediWeight Loss. They were supportive and
Before we introduce you to this year's most remarkable woman, we want to revisit the 4 women we honored last year, starting with a capital city icon. Her name is Elfrieda Schmidt, a woman known for her hats and her heart. She spent more than a decade on the Lansing City Council, and her accomplishments both in and out of office are legendary. She helped build the Hawk Island Playground, and just last week, at the age of 97, she was helping dedicate Little Arlington, a tribute to Lansing area veterans. Well, not to be outdone, there's Violet Lentz, who turned 100 a couple of weeks ago, and she spent 90 of them serving the Williamson area that she calls home. In addition to helping out on the family farm, volunteering at the Ingham County Medical Care Facility, driving people to various appointments, and cleaning up the headstones at a local cemetery, she helped open and close the polls during local elections for the past 75 years. Wendy Wright has only helped people for 20 years, but her contributions are every bit as important. Whether it's helping people get their clothes washed for free or making sure that kids get free Christmas presents through the Priceless Gift Store, Wendy has been an angel to those in need in and around Jackson. And then there's a woman whose life story and commitment to community is nothing short of remarkable. Tanisha Ashakur was named the 6 News Remarkable Woman last year and was one of just a few finalists to compete for the honor nationally. And it's because of the work she does to nourish people, body, and soul. And even though her service to the community is rooted in her personal experience with both heartbreak and horror, Shamir Owens has her story.
I know what it's like to feel like you're looking death in the face and you survive those moments.
Tanisha Ashakur, a survivor who has overcome staggering darkness in her life. During her undergrad years of college, Ashakur met and pursued a relationship with a man she thought was a good fit for her until she found out he was the complete opposite.
He became very jealous about where I would go, how long it would take me to be somewhere. Went through all the stages of abuse, from the mental, emotional, physical, and to the point where I was raped by my abuser.
Ashakur says her attacker held her in a room for hours as he called his family members to tell them that he was going to kill her.
I was just going to be leaving the world with no one ever having known what I was going through.
She says this experience changed her life in unimaginable ways, but that her faith kept her going.
I certainly know that there was more purpose for me.
Purpose indeed. After graduating from law school in 2015, Ashakur began her mission to help people on a path she once traveled.
I never wanted anyone to feel like in those moments they couldn't call someone. I want people to know that there is life after. There's love after.
That's why she started the nonprofit Voices of Color, to ensure that victims of domestic violence receive the services they needed.
Our mission is to serve them as they come to us, as unique as the case may be. So what that looks like is showing up to court for court cases. We also attend CPS referee hearings. We are training to be expert witnesses in the courtroom when it comes to custody cases or parenting time, shared parenting time, assisting attorneys with that so they better understand adverse childhood experiences. We walk with them hand in hand from the beginning of their process to the end of their process.
And for the past 4 years, the group has hosted the State of Michigan Domestic Violence Rally to educate and emphasize that domestic violence does not discriminate. On top of running her organization, Ashakur is a wife and mother of 3, pastor and first lady of Walking with Christ Worship Center and Ministries, and an active member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
I'm in awe. I still haven't completely absorb the idea of someone saying, "You're a remarkable woman." The women and men that I serve, they are remarkable. I am just a vessel.
Here for you in Lansing, Shamir Owens, 6 News.
So inspiring. When we come back, we're going to introduce you to another woman who's overcome adversity, our most remarkable woman for 2024.
Championship. We've got expert analysis from Matt Doherty, plus highlighting Caitlin Clark's historic record-breaking season. Every upset, every Cinderella story. Only on the Big 4 Tip-Off.
Watch the Big 4 Tip-Off Saturday at 12:30 on WLNS TV 6.
Throughout history, we've learned stereotypes have held back the development of our society.
From Rosie the Riveter to all the hardworking women at Tripp's Collision Centers, the Tripp family proudly supports remarkable women everywhere.
Especially here at Tripp's, their willingness to learn and taking on hard work has opened the door of success and advancement.
They inspire the next generation of workers and lead us to positive change for our future.
Tripp's Collision is a proud supporter of remarkable women in our workplace and everywhere.
Moulin Rouge, the musical, is the winner of 10 Tony Awards, including Best Musical, April 2nd through 14th at Wharton Center. On sale now at whartoncenter.com.
Compass Rehabilitation Center has a team of specialists who work together to provide an overall treatment plan. We offer pain management, physical therapy, aquatic therapy, pain psychology, acupuncture, sports medicine, massage therapy, and OMM.
When you take a chance, chance can take you to unexpected places. Rivers Online Casino. Feel the rush.
Go to WL.
Now it's time to showcase this year's most remarkable woman. Lansing's Rena Risper has dedicated decades to telling other people's stories. But as Siobhan Klepfer shows us, her own story is what motivated Rena to commit her life to serving the community.
Hi, Amara.
Hey, welcome.
People don't even know that I am the owner because I'm out there delivering the newspaper.
There are many words to describe Rena Risper. Devoted is one.
Doing my corrections between contractions because I was going to print. I don't even think people realize the depth of my dedication, except for my obstetrician who was like, girl, put that paper down.
You're about to have a baby.
You're about to have a baby.
Boss is another. That newspaper, the New Citizens Press, she created decades ago. Using her degree in sociology, she adds color to the characters of color brought to life on the pages, a way to spread multicultural information to the capital city, as a first-generation American seeing firsthand the struggle of starting over in a new country.
We have this huge opportunity to teach people about each other, despite our differences. This is my first edition. Look at that.
If you were to look back on the early pages of Rena's life, you'd know the word conqueror could also apply. A teenage runaway on the streets of New York City with her worn and weathered teddy bear to keep her company, finding solace in the public library. She says books saved her.
I love words. And what I learned very early is that you can dismantle people with words, or you can amplify people with words.
And as a nurturer, she's passing that lesson along as well, giving away more than 15,000 books, dictionaries, and thesauruses over the years, encouraging kids to read, write, reshape their vocabulary, and find the courage to showcase their talents annually through the event Poetry in the City.
It's one of the best things when you have a child who says they don't know how to write poetry, and I say, look outside, what do you see? A big tree. I said, look through the thesaurus, and she says, oh, that's a magnificent mahogany. I mean, it just takes your breath away.
And for those whose breath was taken away by violence, Rena gives them a voice too, connecting with and amplifying messages from heartbroken family members left behind. In 2011, she recalls helping bring hundreds of people to the steps of the state capitol for a rally to put an end to violence in Lansing following a local man's murder.
I was making phone calls like I worked for the CIA. I was like, you know what, we need to do all this.
That rally was just the start of many community conversations and events Rena helped organize, amid growing concerns about violence in the community, hoping to find ways to stop it. Rena has done a lot more over the years as well, from working with local churches to provide free health screenings, to supporting domestic violence survivors, to helping the homeless, to simply handing out teddy bears to those who've never had one because she knows the comfort they can carry. Yes, much like her printed pages, it's easy to find words to describe Rena Risper. Not as easy to find a woman this remarkable.
As a Remarkable Women winner, we donated $1,000 to the charity of Rena's Choice, the New Citizens Press Community Action Network. Well, thanks so much for watching Remarkable Women, and remember to honor the remarkable women in your life.
With up to 40% off this week, and enjoy spring to the fullest this year, only at Heat and Sweep.
Hi, Brett Olexon here with Oddfellows Contracting. Considering remodeling your home? I have 3 great reasons why you may want to consider Oddfellows Contracting for your remodeling project. Number 1, your home is your most valuable asset. Number 2, remodeling is not cheap. Number 3, your time is valuable. For these reasons and more,